Hey everyone, I'm Mari Ray, and welcome back to more No Man's Sky. Last episode, we fought some sentinels with Apollo, we tracked some portal activity, we found a portal, went through the portal, met the Atlas. I have no idea what exactly happened with the Atlas. I don't know what's going on with the Atlas in general, but we ultimately woke up on this planet where we found our friend Artemis, who apparently is not alive, or maybe they were never alive. Who knows? I sure don't. But right now, we're aiming to see if we can get in touch with Apollo to figure out where we are, because we are alone, confused, and have no idea where we are right now on this unknown planet after we went through that portal. Now, we found out so much last episode. I mean, after we met the Atlas, I'm convinced that we're either like AIs or the Atlas controls us all and it keeps like rebooting us or something. Jeez, man, why did my ship jump like that? That was weird. But you know, like either it's like, you know, trying to reboot us or create new iterations. I'm confused. It's like the Atlas was saying it thought it was unfair that it as a am I supposed to summon the anomaly right now? What am I doing? Am I summoning the anomaly? I'm sorry, I just completely got sidetracked as soon as I, like, went up into space because I thought I was trying to find a terminal, but now I'm very confused. But yes, the Atlas sounded like it was saying, like, it thought it was unfair that as travelers or explorers of the universe that we're unable to actually explore it all because of our limited life. So I'm like, are the iterations, like, recreations of life? Or is it like, what the heck is this landing right now? I don't even know what that was, but is it sort of like a, you know, a reboot of our life over and over again because we can never figure out enough or find enough? Is that why the Sentinels are obsessed with like materials and they like scanning everything because the Atlas is like controlling the Sentinels and it wants to scan everything? I don't know. I'm still trying to put the pieces together myself, and honestly, I may or may not actually put the whole pieces together. I tend to still be lacking a little bit. But let's go ahead and fly up here and see Nada. I think this is what I thought I was supposed to be talking to Apollo. Wait a second, did my mission switched? Frickin' heck. I hate it when that happens. I should have known better. I should have known better. I should have known better as soon as I saw that it told me to go to the anomaly. Every time, man, every time. Okay, so where we're actually supposed to be now, instead of me randomly switching missions in the middle of our actual story, which I have a habit of doing, we are here to talk to Apollo. So let's see what he has to say about our situation. Warning, network compromised. Warning, manual override required. There are no signal matches for Artemis or Apollo. The terminal is a stream of warnings and errors. Is Apollo the same as like Artemis? Is Apollo also not alive? Perform a manual override. The warning messages cease. Some new frequency shimmers into being. Oh no, is this gonna be another like lost soul that I'm gonna be like trying to help? Whoa. Whoa, hello. Null. You do not exist, my friend? Hello. You are not alone. Is that you? Are you the one who've been sending me this message all the time? Tell me. What's the point in living if we know that life will finish? Ask who they are. Suggest death does not erase life. Suggest we improve the lives of others. Say you do not know. Death does not erase life. But it does. All those moments gone. Everything that came before, meaningless. I know you, traveler. I know where you've been. I know where you're going. What if I told you that Artemis could be saved? What if I told you that Artemis could live once more after a fashion? What would you do then, I wonder? Demand to know who they are. Say you would do it. Say you need to know more. I would need to know more. You said after a fashion. Like, what does that mean? Like, we could help her come to life, but is she gonna, like, suffer? A skeptic. Well, Artemis was already dead. Your journey to save them has failed. What do you have to lose? The blood of Artemis is data, the heart, its glitch. I can help you retrieve them both. We require a mind arc, a receptacle for their soul. Can you do that for me? I am Fucking trains, man. I swear to Bob.
Take 2.
I am reactivating Artemis's frequency. Speak with him when you are ready. The stranger offers me blueprints for something that they call Mind Arc, a device they claim will allow me to restore Artemis to life. Okay, I don't know if I have any other choice here, because I can't get in touch with Apollo, and Artemis is not actually alive, so I accept, not knowing who this stranger is or how they possess such knowledge of my adventures. But if there is a chance that I can help Artemis, I will take it. Oh man, whoa. Mind Arc, advanced craft product, Soul Engine, and it is an advanced crafted product. So I got new blueprints. Artemis. Hi. Are you... Artemis repeats these two words endlessly, unable to see my face or hear my voice. I must craft the Mind Arc before I can help them further. Okay, so gather components. What do I actually need to do to craft this? I have so much sensible stuff in my inventory from everything that was going on. So the Mind Arc requires, okay, wiring looms, a soul engine, and glass. And I need cadmium, living pearls, and metal plating. So I think we're going on a bit of an adventure. Metal plating I can get pretty easily. Living pearls, I think they come from, requires don't I have my cadmium drive on me? Like, I think I have one. I just took it off my system for now because I have limited technology and it's very sad. Oh man, did I not bring it? I thought I had a cadmium drive. Oh man, did I freaking put it in the chest in my base? Can I get there? Because I have... Okay, let me see if I use the space anomaly, if I can go back to my base, because I think that I have my cadmium drive there. I actually might have just cadmium in general at my base, because I had it there, but I stupidly don't have it installed because I don't have as much space for tech right now. It's a long story. Let me just see if I can get back to my base using the space anomaly, or if I'm like legit stuck here until I finish the story.
2,000 years later.
Okay, so I managed to get back to my base through the anomaly, and I actually had all the materials that I needed to craft the thing. So, but when I crafted it, I think it kind of moved where I'm actually doing this mission to this planet. So here we go. Let's keep going, I suppose. I didn't know it was going to do that. I thought I was going to have to get back to the original place, but I think we're just doing this here now. So I guess we're back home handling this, I suppose. I don't know if it really matters necessarily, though, so we're just gonna go with the flow. We're not gonna think too much about this. We're just gonna let it be as it is. Artemis, let's see if we can help you out. Comfort her first. I attempt to comfort Artemis, telling them that everything will be alright. They turn to me with a wild look of panic, clearly not expecting my voice. Who is that? Who? Identify yourself. I tell Artemis I am their friend, that I could not find them within the portal, but that I have found a way to restore them. I didn't think you would come back. You never gave up, did you? All these years. Ask what Artemis means. I've been here for 20 years, waiting for you, too. Oh my gosh, really? You were going to find my star chart, weren't... Claim they will be safe soon. Who is that? Who's there? Artemis repeats their words again, our conversation all but forgotten. They stare at me, their eyes pained. Their minds trapped in an endless loop. They appear to have spent 20 years in this pseudo-death, haunted by loneliness and fear. If the stranger's device works, perhaps I can help Artemis move on. I activated the Mind Arc. I do not know what I expect. Some show of light, of fury, some catharsis where Artemis emerges in the flesh, restored to life before my eyes. But it is not to be. One moment, I see their hologram, and the next, there is nothing. A stranger who gave me these blueprints beckons me over. Their signal still active. What did I just do? Oh, jeez, stop. Don't. What? Okay. Don't do that. Travelers are a dream, an idea that we have some special place in this universe. Artemis had it. You had it. Apollo too. Though they would conceal it. Even I had this dream long ago. We are countless, my friend, walking these worlds, yearning for friendship. No one wants to be alone, not truly. But the closer you get to others, the more you risk hurting yourself, hurting them. The deepest secret of the universe is not that of the glass or the aerons, or the oh my god, you can't give me words like that. Progenitors. It is that fact. It is that act. The decision to abandon those who need you. It is the primal sin, the foundation of existence itself. Go to the stars, traveler. Your friends wait for you. They will help you bring peace to poor Artemis. Return when you are finished. We have much to discuss. So, Artemis is stuck in a loop. It's like a part of their soul or something is like repeating itself. Now he mentioned something about I've been here before. Like everybody I seem to talk to keeps talking about like, you know, oh, we've met before in the past, travelers. So I'm like, is it one of those things where it's kind of like I am also like a repeating iteration of a traveler? Like I'm not necessarily, this is not the first time I've gone through this whole process or have been in this universe, in this world. I don't know. Let's go have a chat with Nada and see what Nada has to say about this. Nada, I have news. Friend, entity? Polo observed your signal approach, but it was anomalous. The signature was from the wrong time. Are you well? Not incomplete? Not fading? Nada's visor lights flare, burning with concern and distress. Reassure them. I'm fine, Nada. I tell them that I am well. My condition has not changed since I emerged from the portal. Nada relaxes, but a question still hangs in the air. I tell them about Artemis, about Null, and about the Mind Arc. The vessel glows brightly as I reveal it. It is an echo. I never thought to see a traveler soul. You are so beautiful. But friend entity, this Artemis echo is in pain, disconnected. This arc is no rescue. It's not, so it's still hurting, so she's still not fixed there. Can you help? Artemis Echo will never have body again. Will never explore again. Old life gone. But we can help them. Nada has a machine. No, not machine. It is something living. A refuge? There is a choice. You may upload Artemis Echo to machine, to simulation, where they may live on, or help Artemis Echo in their suffering. Ask about the simulation, ask if there's another way, say you have decided. So, they're in pain, and we have the option to put them in a machine for the rest of their life, I'm assuming, and they will just be just a consciousness in a machine? Is that what I'm understanding? Hold on, can I ask about this? It's not gonna make me choose it, right? Like, I just want to know what it is. I ask what life would be like inside the simulation. Nada pauses for a moment, staring at me strangely. Nada tells me Artemis would still feel joy at the things they experienced, but if they should learn of their fate, that they were alone, no longer real, unable to meet their friends, such knowledge may cause them great pain. You must choose. Upload them to machine, to sub-simulation, where they may live on, or help Artemis Echo in their suffering. Okay, I don't like that. That feels dirty. That feels gross. Is there another way? Nada shakes their head, strangely, trying to adopt my own mannerisms. The gesture is appreciated, if disconcerting. You must choose. Okay, I don't like that. That feels wrong. Like, our whole thing is about exploration and travel, and if you can't do that anymore, is it worth it? Go and speak with Polo, Traveler. They will help you collaborate the machine no matter what your decision. Okay. Whatever you do, I am proud of your compassion. You are Traveler, friend. I don't like it. I don't like it. It feels wrong. It feels wrong. Nada told me what you need to do. Just know, friend, that we support you, no matter what your choice. I will prepare the machine. It is Nada's friend, private refuge. Please treat it with care. I don't know, guys. It feels wrong. It feels wrong to do that. She's been stuck for so long already in this, like, endless loop, and she's in pain. And it's either, like, put her back inside of a thing where if she does realize that she's just stuck there, that she'll probably suffer even more because she doesn't know or can't get out. She can never explore again. She can never see anything new. We're travelers, man. That's what we're all about. I don't know if that's... Do I have to do this? The machine is ancient and powerful, a relic of a world long since destroyed. The craft is extraordinary. It is clearly tended to often, and with great love. I feel a whisper, Nada's faint hum over the speaker, as they commune with the machine. The words on the panel unscramble themselves. Nada entity authorization detected. Secondary simulation. Right enabled. This relic is a simulation of a solar system, a prayer offered by ancient Korvax to the Atlas, now reshaped at the heart of the anomaly. A single false solar system so dear to Nada, it will act as a home for Artemis, should I wish it. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. I think that we should just let Artemis be at peace. Like, they're not here. Their physical body is not here. They'll never have a physical body again. I don't know if I would want to be. I feel like this is the birth of crazy AIs. If you trap a sentient being inside of a place where it can't exist and can't live and do its life, it feels wrong. It feels wrong. Like, I think I'm gonna let her go. I don't think I can do that and not feel gross about trapping her there. Even as I process my decision, Nada's hum takes on a quiet, new intensity. I speak, and their voice replies, intelligible now. They talk gently, and suggest I place the arc upon the terminal. I do so, and hear a whisper, a prayer. The arc begins to unfold, twisting from its center, releasing the traveler's soul within. I witness a spark of blue light blaze within the air before me. It fades after a moment, and with it, the last remnant of Artemis within this world. R.I.P. Artemis. I hear Nada's voice over the speaker, intelligible now and reassuring. They tell me that it is done. Artemis is at peace now. They suggest I do not dwell on these moments. They tell me that I did the right thing. I couldn't do it, guys. I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. I feel like that 20 years stuck in this endless loop of pure pain. I couldn't do it. Couldn't do it. Share the burden of Artemis's fate with Nada in the space anomaly. Okay, I just wanted to make sure I'm still doing the right mission, but I couldn't do it, guys. Couldn't do it. Nada, tell me I did the right thing. Tell me I didn't just, like, let my friend die. Oh my gosh, please tell me. Artemis Echo has been disconnected, freed from a cruel life. You have done well, traveler. Your guilt, it is a sacrifice for the one you called friend. Go on without regret. Okay. Oh man. Do I need to talk with Polo too? Okay, maybe I need to talk with Polo too. You did what you had to do, friend traveler. Artemis is free of pain now. Few can say the same. Okay, so then what do I do? Do I go back out and talk to Null? Share the burden on the anomaly. I've just done that. I just did. Do I do it again? Alright, I'm confused. Oh, jeez, I went to the wrong one. Every time, man, every freaking time. We're on the wrong mission. Let Apollo know of Artemis's fate. I couldn't get in contact with Apollo last time. Like, is Apollo also not alive? Like, I mean, I don't trust anybody I speak to on this communicator now. Like, if I don't physically see you in the flesh now, I don't know what's happening. Are you in a different time zone? Huh? Is that what's happening here? Are you receiving? The hollow terminus is showing available again. Your signal was thought you were gone. It is a relief to hear Apollo again. It feels like we have not spoken in a long time. Explain. I tried to recount the experience to Apollo as best I can. The gateway, the strange planet, a vast machine, the crimson orb. As I talk, I realize the memories themselves are unstable, that I cannot form them in my mind. It is just a dull, aching red. I tell Apollo that I think that I saw the Atlas itself. You saw it? You met the Atlas? The Gek, the Korvax, they worship it as a god. I never thought it was real. Never thought... Are you alright? I can't imagine what you've gone through. Say it was terrifying. It was just a machine. It was not a god. It was pretty creepy, honestly. I want to say it was pretty creepy, yo. I tell Apollo of the things the Atlas said, how it spoke of travelers and sentinels, as if we were protocols. Exactly, yeah, that's what I mean. Like, it's like we're freaking robots, I swear. As if we were protocols, not living things. The way it views us, the way it looks at me. I felt as if life and death were just fragile dreams, not real concepts at all. At least it didn't harm you. And I think there's something in what you've just said. The Korvax pay homage to the Sentinels precisely because they believe them to be servants of this Atlas. We should investigate further. This machine will lead us to the Sentinel nest. We'll be rich before we know it. Of course, all Apollo's thinking about is money, money. Money! Agree? Say talk of money is absurd? Say there is more important things. I mean, honestly, aren't there more important things, Apollo? What is with you and this money, my boy? You're just like, give me the cash. That's all I care about. Are there more important things, Apollo? I suggest that we have bigger things to worry about. The Atlas felt hostile, inexplicable in its movements and purpose, in its motives and purpose, not to mention all that has happened since. I tell Apollo of Artemis's grave and my encounter with the mysterious traveler, Null. I suggest there is more going on here than the opportunity to earn units. Artemis is dead. I don't... How? Who would... I know I made fun of them, but that was easy. They cared, they believed, and What's happened to them? Where have you buried Artemis? I want to say goodbye if I can. I'm gonna tell him what I did. I tell Apollo that Null gave me a way of saving Artemis, to restore them to the former life. Apollo is initially excited at the prospect of going to meet Artemis, but I explain that I cannot do it. I would not have been life, just an empty existence within a simulation. I had to allow Artemis to find peace in death. Asked if this was right. You did the right thing. You tried. Whatever you might be feeling right now, know that you are a good friend. I have to go through the portal and join you. That much is clear. We just need to figure out the right glyphs, the right addresses for that world of yours. Find a monolith, search for patterns in the data. These things are machines, and we simply need to understand their code. Alright, whoa, stop! Listen, freighters, we've had this conversation, alright? We have had this conversation a dozen times, and I always tell you not to do that, because you pop up out of nowhere and you scare me, but... It sucks, man. It didn't feel right to let Artemis live out her life inside of a simulation. So, I mean, it feels good that Apollo seems like he agrees, because Apollo seems like a pretty weird dude, but man, let's see if we can get this guy to safety, because I would like to meet Apollo face to face. It would be nice to know he's also not just an echo of a soul that I'm gonna have to let die on my freaking behalf. Okay, so we found the monolith. I'm just gonna go ahead and learn a few words here. Just I learned the word for lords. And I learned the word for love. Aw, so sweet. And I learned the word for maybe. Alrighty, since we've now consumed our knowledge, let's talk to this monolith. Anomaly. 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 I see the stone of the monolith. It's immovable, muted silver, and yet something lurks beneath. It is gray and yet not gray, a crimson calling out from somewhere below its cool surface. Locate a portal? Leyline link detected. Don't gotta fight any sentinels, do I? Last time, every time I did this, I ended up having to fight sentinels. I don't really want to do that, but I will if I have to. Alright, come on. Let's go to the next location. Alright, here we are, back at the portal. Last time I went through one of these things was a sort of a weird time for me, so, just random volcanoes exploding in the background. Alrighty, let's see what we can do here. Oh my, what in the world? And what am I doing with this information? What do I charge this? Glyph 1. I gotta, like, charge it with stuff? Okay, sodium. Dihydrogen. Don't have anything to charge that one. I can charge this guy. And this guy. And this guy. Okay, so I have some of this stuff. It's at my base, which is completely useless. Woo! So can I go to my base and get it really quickly? I leave all of my stuff in my base. Okay, I think I need to go to get some of the stuff. I have some emerald ore at my base. I legit have emerald ore at the base. Let me just go grab it. Didn't know I needed it. My fault, guys. Don't have any idea what I'm about to get myself into half the time. Let me just fly home real quick. Just make a quick pit stop, and we'll be right back.
A few moments later.
Okay, we're back, and I have some activated copper and some emerald, because I had found some emerald ore doing a Nexus mission once, and I collected a bunch of it. So let's go ahead and plug these bad boys in there. Okay. Now, what am I doing here? Oh, Lord. Alright, Traveler Capture Loop enabled. Anomaly event contained. The portal seems to beg me as I approach, demanding my attention. It requires me to activate it. It requires me to travel on. I am unsure if I should listen. I can request this planet's address. Oh! Okay. Do I need to remember this in any type of way? Hold on, I'm gonna take a picture with my phone just in case. So, relay the portal glyphs to Apollo at the Hollow Terminus. Alrighty, ready, let's go find Apollo. Apollo, me boy. SpongeBob, me boy. Let's not crash into trees at takeoff. While that would be amusingly fun, I don't want to do that. No, no flame walls. You stop that. You stop it, world. You stop with the flame, okay? I'm just trying to do my job. I'm just trying to be a good little traveler. And you always gotta have a freaking storm. Okay, let's have a little chat with Apollo here and see what he has to say. Hollow Terminus activated. Multiple signal sources available. The tower hosted by... I know what it does. Tune in to Apollo. Apollo, me boy. Have you found the glyphs for your world? I am almost ready. My suit is upgraded, my stomach is full, and I've hired a Gek to look after my farm while I'm away. Ask about the farm. You have a farm, Apollo? Yes, I have a farm. What of it? It's not much, mostly fruit. I found in my travels, but I'm hoping to expand. Anyway, this is no concern of yours. We have a portal to attend to, do we not? I like you, Apollo. You are fun, okay? As I look at Apollo, I think of all that I saw within the portal, of what happened to Artemis when they walked the same path. I think of the face of the Atlas, of the way Nada warned me not to return to those tunnels. I do not know if the portals are safe. I'm gonna give him the glyphs. I give Apollo the glyphs, asking them to take care, to remember what happened to Artemis. They assure me that they will, promising to see me soon. Before I go, they advise me to find out what I can from this so-called Null. They warn me to be careful too. Speak to Null. Null, traveler not found. Two lost souls, one who cared too much and one who cared too little. Their lives have not become what was promised, have they? Every sentient being that has ever lived who has felt that way at some point. I know I did, once upon a time. I was angry, confused at my own solitude. Imagine my surprise when you woke me. Oh, I know you didn't mean to. I know you were just playing around with portals, but whatever you did, I am here now, and I need your help. The Atlas. It is not what you think it is. Something is happening to the universe. Something I need your help to figure out. Ask why do you need my help? The Sentinels do not just keep the peace across the universe. Their motives run deeper than that, seeking out anomalies in the multiverse structure and eliminating them from existence. Have you looked at me? What do you think a Sentinel would do if they came across my form? No, it has to be you, traveler. There is an observatory nearby. It will lead you to the location of a crashed freighter of great interest of our investigation there. There we will find the first secret, I am sure of it. Know that the Atlas is neither enemy nor friend to us, no more than the air or the wind might be called such names. But it is terrified. It is in pain, and we have a responsibility to help its suffering, no matter the costs. Okay, that's interesting. So, listening to Null, Traveler Not Found, we are basically, I'm getting the impression that he's saying that something's going on with the Atlas. And the Atlas is not necessarily good or bad. Which, I don't know, it sort of did feel like that. Like, it's a creepy thing, not gonna lie. It's like a crazy AI, but it didn't necessarily feel like it was after, like, destruction of the universe or anything crazy like that. It sort of almost felt like it was just, like, curious about the universe. That's almost the vibe that I got, but I don't know. I can't say for sure, but let's head over to this freighter location, I think is where I'm trying to go. What am I doing now? Alrighty, so hello, welcome to the observatory. Hello, Gek, can I speak to you first? Do you have anything fun for me? The trader screen blinks angrily with the demand for urgent action. The Gek worriedly shows me a list of items, each with the monetary figure attached. The figures are flashing red, angry and urgent. Gek Trade Federation. Planetary. No, life, help. They hold their breath and look at me with bulging eyes. Their peck desperately at the sleeve of my exosuit. I can smash the terminal? I feel like Gek like money, so give him money? I give the traders sufficient units to cover the cost of their display. They look at me, shocked. The sense that they release is extraordinary, the most glorious release of tension that I have ever experienced. Okay, yeah, these guys normally just want cash. If you got it, give them cash. Alright, let's see. Look at that nice tushy shot. Perfect. Null's prediction was correct. The terminal is curiously open, the logs ready for me to read. This observatory appears to have functioned as a salvage station manned by a Gek specialist, a translator. They were accused of questioning things that should not be questioned, of sowing the seeds of dissent. This posting was meant as a punishment. But it appears that this posting was the making of them. They found strange things in the wrecks, aberrations, data that spoke of worlds that do not exist and events that did not happen. The Gek went out to investigate one such craft and the life signature of the Korvac still on board. They never returned. It is how Nada and Polo met. It is how my friends found each other. There is a signal on the console, a warning on repeat, 16 short bursts of data in a loop. Extract the coordinates. I extract the coordinates of the distress signal. A crash vessel awaits me in another world. Freighter crash site located. Alright, let's go. Find the wreck of Nada. Oh, this is Nada's crashed freighter. So this is legit like how Nada and Polo met. So when it said this is how they met, like they meant that this crashed freighter, the freighter with the Korvax on it, was Nada, and Polo was the researcher that was exiled to this like this outpost. That's interesting. Okay. All right, let's head over there to the crashed ship then. Oh, is it on my planet? That's convenient. Okay, not gonna lie, I might have raided this place already because I found some crashed freighters on this planet before. This is the planet where my base is on, so might have been here before. Crew manifest missing. Limited data available. Read the log. I need an encryption key? Okay, I don't have an encryption key. Log encryption key required. Search the crash site for secure containers. Already ready, let's do that. I could do that, that's not a big deal. Let's go check this place out. Hopefully I didn't read this place before, and if I did, does it matter? Like, okay. Doesn't look like it is. Can I get... There it is. Gimme. Oh, there it is. Perfect. First try. I do want to see if I have any other goodies in here, though. Might as well, right? Alright, we're just gonna talk to the thing, because I opened the second chest and it also gave me an encryption key, so I kind of feel like that every time I open one of these, they're just gonna keep giving me encryption keys, because the game doesn't know which chest I'm gonna open first, and they want to make sure that you have an encryption key. So let me just, unless I'm supposed to get 3 of them, which is also fine. Limited data available. There we go, encryption key. I do not know who will read this message. I do not know if anything will... Geez, that thing in the background scared me. I do not know who will read this message. I do not know if anything will survive. But I must die as I lived. I will record it all, even in the face of oblivion. The swarm came to every world. The drones acted erratically, not acting, just watching. Time passed and the Sentinels did not seem so much of a threat anymore. They were peaceful now. We thought. We had been forgiven. We were wrong. Okay, so I do need more. Alright, I'll have to go get some more encryption keys. They struck me. They struck as one. An attack somehow coordinated across fathomable distance. Within a fury exceeded all prior skirmishes, the Sentinels annihilated all biological life within the universe in the span of 54.2 standard minutes. Annihilated all life in the universe? Only I remained. The Korvax stood with me in the end. To their credit, they concealed me with their flotilla, as they headed towards the center. Oh man, hold on, wait! I need more encryption data. What? The Sentinels wiped out all life all life in the universe? Are you kidding? So scratch what I said, I suppose, about maybe the Atlas not necessarily being bad, but then again, the Sentinels seem like it doesn't seem to have much control over the Sentinels. At least not anymore, which I don't know if that's bad or not. There's normally like one more chest over this way. Okay, it's over this way. I'm gonna say there's normally one more that you gotta dig out. Let me go get that one too, just in case we're gonna need it, and then we'll get back to reading it. But yeah, it almost seems like, though, that the Atlas almost maybe doesn't control the Sentinels as much, like it used to be able to, but maybe their protocol got skewed in a way, and that they're a little bit more than kind of what it had originally planned. Let's just restore this. I have a habit of putting back the holes that I dig. Just gonna plug up that radiation there. Alright, now let's go back and finish reading about this. Hold on, wait. We're reading about literal annihilation of a universe. Like, what? Okay. Let's see what's happening with this. Log integrity compromised. Patching. They are coming now. The screams of my friends resonate in every hall, every corner. The Sentinels have found me. I told Nada to leave. I told them what they already know. All of us. We are not alone. Even if I die, Nada will find me again in another universe. 10 just like me. 1,000. 1,000,000. We are not alone. For every soul is many. Even in the face of 16, we must declare that we lived. We existed, no matter the horror of the end. They are not. They are at my door. Error. Unexpected log termination. So wait, was that wasn't Nada talking, that was Null? So like Null was saying that they basically found Nada and Polo at some point, and then they got attacked by the Sentinels, and the Sentinels literally wiped off all life in a universe they were in? And holy moly? Alright, we'll talk to Null. Cause I kinda wanna, I wanna know. I kinda have to know. So let's go see what Null has to say about this. Null. What did you find out there? Tell me everything. Share your discoveries. I tell Null of the freighter and its recordings, how it spoke of the world where the Sentinels eliminated all life, leaving only a traveler and a single Korvax entity. I choose my words with care. You think I do not know who that Korvax entity is? Do not be so naive, traveler. Do you think anything you have read is a surprise to me? But I had to be sure of what I suspected. I know it now. The Atlas is with you. You could not see these things if it did not wish it. That freighter was a wreck from a parallel universe. There are countless such places within our multiverse, dimensions where things happen differently. But there are 3 exceptions to this. The Atlas is omnipresent in all, a singular being with a singular perception. The Sentinels move between dimensions at will. Really? Okay. So are the Sentinels part of the Atlas? Okay, I want to know both. Can I please ask both? Let's start with the Sentinels. They served the Atlas once. They were guardians of reality, defenders of civilization. They hunted for errors within their universe, preventing destruction and loss of life. The annihilation recorded in that log, well, something must have been quite wrong for them to do a thing like that. Okay, you can't. Okay, what went wrong? It was the travelers who corrupted existence. Our arrival was meant to herald a glorious age, but we made a terrible mistake. I committed an act beyond forgiveness, and from this deed, paradise was lost. But something is different in this cycle. The walls between universes, they grow thin. Nada knows this, but they keep their head in the sand. We must learn that we can from each species before we decide what to do. Visit a Viking cartographer and speak with them. I will translate. No, I wanted to know more! Don't end the translation, no! I wanted to talk about the Atlas. Come back! Oh no, I missed my chance. Okay. Alright, I've been playing for a bit, so I'm gonna leave this episode here. We've learned out so much stuff. So, it almost feels like Null knew Nada. Maybe Null was this traveler with Nada? Question mark? Because he didn't seem surprised about what I found, and it was pretty obvious that Nada was this Korvax that was on that freighter at some point from a parallel universe, apparently. So maybe the iterations are not necessarily like you being reborn on this world. Maybe it is literally you coming back in another universe from a different universe. I don't know. There's a lot going on, but I'm super interested in what's happening right now, and I want to know more about the Atlas, and I'm very upset that I went on to ask more about what was going on instead of asking about the Atlas, but it's fine. Hopefully we'll get more answers from Null and possibly Apollo. Maybe we'll be meeting Apollo next episode. It'd be nice to meet him face to face, you know. But for now, I'm going to leave this one here and we're going to continue on. So thank you all so much for watching. If you like this video, then please give it a like or don't. That's up to you. But I do hope that you'll come back and join me for more No Man's Sky here on the channel. Thanks all. Bye-bye.